What's up, everybody? Welcome to Observe and Proceed, where I observe, then proceed to react. And today, I got a video about the worst father of all time, definitely of the year. But this dude, he took his child on a police pursuit. He was running away from police with his kid. It was really bad parenting. The kid even switched sides to the police when they got his dad in custody. We're gonna see what's up with that. Then I got another video of this crazy dude who carjacked somebody in DTLA, and then he proceeded to run people over, crash into cars. It's not exactly the video of how all that happened, but it is the aftermath. It is the rundown and the update on that. Pretty wild stuff. And last, I got the update on that Tracy warehouse fire up in Northern California and what's going on with it right now. We're going to get into all of that today. But first, I'd like to thank all the subscribers, everyone that's been liking the video. I highly appreciate you. Thank you. And if you could do that for me right now, I'll appreciate you too. Anyway, let's get right into this video about the worst father of all time, or of this year.
He's getting the child out now.
He's currently running southwest with a child.
I already left the kid behind.
See, the kid's trying to get away right
Orange
there.
County referencing a fleeing vehicle. Powers Drive.
Yeah, we got it. Southbound through Silverstar.
He just went east on Castlewood, coming up to Balboa, continuing south of Balboa.
Yeah, he's driving this wild,
Just
crashing
signaled
into
for the car
cars
at Jennings.
with the kid in the car.
Backing up from the signal 4, continuing on. Alright, stopping and letting out a passenger. Took a baby out of the back of the car. Another child tried to get out of the back seat, but he kept driving.
Oh, wow.
So you got one kid in the back seat.
Okay, I didn't even know that. He had 2 kids. He gave the baby to somebody. But he had 2 kids, bro. Like, wow. And why didn't he give his other son up? You saw the other kid was trying to get out the car, but he started driving. Like, you know, the incompetence right here, he should receive a lot of extra time for this.
In the car.
Child
He's on the
endangerment.
backside of a building on John Street.
Look at this idiot. He let the car keep going. Like, he didn't even put it in park. With his kid in the car, he forgot his kid's still in the car.
Open. He's getting the child out now, and he's running southwest. The kid's running behind him, moving southbound.
He couldn't even carry him.
He's currently running southwest
threw the
with
kid
a
down.
child.
I already left the kid behind.
You don't even care about the kid.
Coming back out of the parking lot, continuing south, right to that more car.
Just left him. Running straight to police. What an idiot.
You're gonna get paid.
Look at this moron. Look at this moron.
I'll get everybody back.
Put his face to the
There's the
pavement.
deputy out with the child.
Strumming
It's
into
okay.
the pavement.
It's okay. You good?
Horrible human being. Yeah, he got charged with child negligence. Possession
Only
of a
big
firearm.
boys get the
felon.
stars.
Mm-hmm. The brave ones.
The brave big boys. You're a brave big boy. Give me a bump.
Yep. Orange County. Well, that's in Florida. This happened in Florida. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. Father is a stretch. Right. Horrible father. He was going to abandon his son eventually. Dang. Never-ending cycle of uneducated idiocy. Yep. They really do make the best fathers, don't they? Whoa. According to MSN and CNN, police rip children from their family. Wow. The boy has his whole life to fend for himself. Yeah, and that sucks, man. A lot of people should not be having kids. If you're doing stuff like this, don't have kids. Like, come on. But again, we're dealing with people with very low IQ here, and that's the problem. That is the problem. Okay, so now we're gonna go to LA, and let's see this. This is wild. This is just ridiculous.
Breaking news. A pursuit rampage from downtown LA to Culver City and back leaves several people hurt. CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is tracking this dangerous.
And he crashed
incident.
into some
He's
dude
here
at
now
the
desk
McDonald's
with what we know
drive-thru.
so far, Mike.
Yeah, and you know, Pat, we've got some brand new information from the Los Angeles Police Department who tells us initially this person carjacked somebody at knife point.
That's him.
There he is being taken into custody by Culver City PD officers at the end of this very dangerous pursuit in downtown LA. They had to hog tie him and put him in the back of a patrol car, but not before police say he struck 4 pedestrians in 4 separate locations in Culver City and then caused a Culver City police officer to be injured at the termination of this wild and dangerous pursuit. Now, what we know is
How did the
LAPD
officer
says
get
he
injured?
carjacked somebody at Alameda and Cesar Chavez earlier this afternoon, then came into Culver City. That's where you see here one of the pedestrians
He ran
who is
that
believed
guy
to be a
over.
juvenile riding an e-scooter was hit by the suspect. Now,
He got hit on that e-scooter. Dang, bro.
the Culver City Police Department says he intentionally targeted civilians and pedestrians as he fled from police, constantly
Intentionally.
driving on the wrong side of the road, they say, and driving extremely recklessly. Now, Culver City Police did not know that at the time that this person had allegedly carjacked somebody in downtown. They got a call after he was involved in a hit and run with a car, and somebody called 911, got his license plate, and then the car was picked up by automatic license plate readers. The suspect was then pursued from Culver City back to downtown.
So LA, we got that license plate reader technology now. I see.
LA, where he was eventually taken into custody after crashing into the side of a McDonald's. Tonight we spoke with a witness who
No, he
saw
crashed
what
into a
happened
car in the
Culver City.
drive-thru.
Culver City is a really quiet town. We don't really get much going on there.
That's a lie. That's a stretch. Culver City is overpacked, overpopulated. There's a lot going on. Now, crime-wise, maybe not as much crime as, you know, the main Los Angeles area. But it's right there kind of in LA. It's like you drive through Culver City, you're going through another part of LA. It's weird, but it's very overpopulated. And yeah, it doesn't get as much crime, but it has crime. There's stuff going on.
Traffic stops and break-ins.
I don't know why we say
it's,
that.
very rare for us to have a pursuit like this in that city. So seeing this suspect
It's
run
not
through
rare.
this city and this much damage was definitely shocking.
And at this point, the Culver City Police Department says all of the pedestrians that were injured in this sustained non-life-threatening injuries.
Yeah, but that guy might not
officer
walk the
also
same
has
again.
non-life-threatening injuries at this
On the
hour.
e-scooter.
Pat, trying to figure out exactly what happened. We got tipped off to this originally by a viewer who texted us here at the desk.
You could text them. That's the number. Let's see what they're saying. Culver City Police rock. They handle business. What is the level of stupidity that is required to be someone that carjacks people, that tries to run people? See, you know, this guy, he's right here.
Dangerous pursuit. Now, what we know is the LAPD said.
See that little screen right there? To me, that screams possession. He's demonically possessed. That's the only thing I can, you know, that could explain this. And he looks like it. Like he's screaming to himself, like, you know, like talking to himself. That's demonic possession. A lot of people don't realize that. See, right? Look at this. This is how it ended right
We
here.
begin with breaking news at 11 o'clock. A pursuit driver fleeing Culver City police hits.
He hit a car in the drive-thru. Imagine you're in a McDonald's drive-thru. Some guy just crashes into you head on, and then police pins him into that. And you're part of the pinning. I mean, yeah, you are part of the pinning. You should get an award for citizen's arrest right here.
Multiple pedestrians during a dangerous high-speed chase on city.
What I want to know is how the officer got injured right there, though. Did he bite him? Like, what happened? Did he run him over? They didn't really say. The driver that caused the injury should be charged with attempted murder. And as of today, I did read an article where it said he is getting charged with 3 counts of attempted murder. So that is happening. Wow. Anyway, crazy things out there are happening with these demonic people. But we're going to go over to this warehouse update. As you know, or you may have heard, last week there was a huge warehouse fire of all medical supplies and a bunch of other warehouse supplies in Tracy, California, up north, about 60 miles from San Francisco. This thing burned for days. It's still, look, the fumes are still coming out. A lot of toxins went out. A lot of hospital shortages on stuff they need, drugs they need. And this is the update as of yesterday.
Flames last week as demolition crews began tearing down the walls.
Here.
Now we have some new videos showing what remains of that massive medical warehouse in Tracy that went up in flames last week as demolition crews began tearing down the walls, trying to reach the last of those hotspots. San Joaquin County Sheriff's Emergency Services says the fire created a debris field covering 6 square miles, with some people reporting ash from even further away.
Yeah, well further
Crews
away.
also gave updates on the water
All
used to
through
fight that
Central
fire. Now the
California.
fire protection system is under investigation. Nina Burns is live for us at the scene with the latest on this one. Nina?
That's right, Marley. And now if you look behind me, this scene is incredibly different than when I was last here Friday, as we see crews hard at work for that cleanup effort. But the questions go beyond just the smoke. And now it's about what landed in neighborhoods and why the systems meant to fight this fire didn't work the way they should. Cleanup continues on what's left of Medline's million-square-foot medical warehouse.
Crews have done a tremendous job over the last 90.
The sprinkler system didn't work for some reason. Like there was a video of like some fire going on the top by the roof with some supplies, and for some reason the sprinkler system didn't work, which screams deliberate to me, but you know, they're gonna do an investigation.
6 hours.
4 days out, and questions remain about what was inside the large clouds of smoke. Do we know the exact chemicals that were inside that would have entered those fumes?
No, not at all.
He doesn't want to admit
I think our
it. Not
hazmat
at
team
all.
is still looking into that.
Tracy Fire says crews receive a list of hazardous materials before entering situations like this. But that list doesn't answer what toxins entered the air.
When things burn, you know, they sometimes don't always get consumed completely, and so there's going to be some byproducts and incomplete combustion.
Now questions move from what was in the smoke to what the fire left behind as debris drifts through neighborhoods.
It was just all over the street. It was coming down, like we could see it coming down from the skies.
One resident near Tracy Hills says she's worried about the impact.
Look at that. That's some toxic like foam coal, like you have to take a hazmat suit of your own out, put it on just to pick that up, because that thing right there, I can tell you right now, is cancerous. A human should not be touching that.
To the community's health.
And that's all over your yard, your
like
house.
With the aftermath of the fire, like as far as the smoke was concerned.
The recommendation for those that wish to clean up their property on their own is to wear medical gloves with an N95 mask.
Exactly.
Runoff from the fire is
Don't
also
touch
being
that.
tested after millions of gallons of water were used.
But imagine you have pets and they just run up to that automatic, like, you know. Dang.
But when it comes to what started the fire and the failure of the sprinkler system and what caused that low water pressure,
That fire pump that ends up running the yard hydrants as well as the sprinkler system, so that's all still under investigation.
and we went around to neighborhoods today to see that debris, and not only was it covering yards, but it was covering empty fields. Now, again, I'm going to be careful like I was in the 430 so this does not blow in my face, but this is one of those chunks of debris.
She's holding it. You know, that looks like she's holding a turd, but she's wild for holding that. Why is she holding this?
Of hundreds that we saw across neighborhoods, but we also know this debris went farther than just local neighborhoods. In fact, it went about 20 miles farther to a different neighborhood. Now, Tracy Fire does say you can't touch these with gloves like I am using, though we are hearing other reports from the San Joaquin Emergency Services that said do not touch it at all. But
oh, yeah, what are you doing?
if you're concerned, you can reach out to the hotline for residents and they will come remove it for you. You don't have to touch it like I am right now.
Yeah, what is... Yo, that reporter... Whoa,
sorry,
she might get some health issues soon from doing that. Like, what? Why would she do that? She's all smiles about it. Like, she even said, they told us not to touch it, but I'm gonna do it for the camera. Wow. Oh, okay, well, there's another update right here.
5 days after the massive Medline fire in Tracy, firefighters say they're close to handing the scene over to an environmental cleanup team. So questions, though, still
even
remain,
5 days after, there's still smoke and fumes coming up, and there's still watering.
What exactly was in the smoke and debris that spread for miles? A lot of concerns with this one. Nina Burns is live for us in Tracy with what we know on this one. Nina.
Marley, that's right.
Wait,
and
is this
since
the same?
Fire first broke, we have asked officials
No.
what
This is
exactly
today.
was inside of this warehouse. Now, Tracy Fire says they do have a list of that information, but
It's the
5
same
days
girl,
later,
though.
and the public has yet to see that.
As you can see, everything is pretty much dissipated.
5 days after the massive fire broke out at the Medline Medical Warehouse in Tracy, the smoke and flames have died down. Employees retrieving their personal vehicles
5
Tuesday
days it took him to
afternoon
take it
as
out,
tow
though.
trucks moved them away from the warehouse. Tracy Fire says the exact chemicals and toxins inside the smoke and debris that spread for miles is still under investigation. But they confirm there is a list of the hazardous materials that were inside of the warehouse. Are we any closer to getting that list of the hazardous material that
you picked up?
We are still working on establishing that. There's been a lot of PRA requests.
CBS 13 reached out to the San Joaquin County Office of Emergency Services, which confirms it also has that list. A spokesperson telling CBS 13 Tuesday they thought that was already public information. OES says they have a current copy of that. Would that be different than the one you're preparing right now?
No, it would be the same list. Right now, we're utilizing.
All right. Yeah,
and
this girl,
right after
man.
we finished our interview, Tracy Fire reminded us that they do have 10 days to fulfill that request to get that documentation. But they say there is also a separate investigation looking into the sprinkler system that failed here at this facility.
Right, that was deliberate to me. I believe there's room for litigation concerning any fatalities or damages to hospital patients caused by lack of medications. What a completely worthless report. I mean, it's less than a week from the incident. Yeah. They will never release what type of chemicals and hazardous materials were in the fire. What's the point of the entire population of Tracy's already breathed it in, and within the next 6 months we'll be getting every type of cancer known to mankind because that's how Chinese products are regulated. Dang! Authorities often help cover up the exact details of materials involved in these situations. Maybe this time will be different. Bro, this is gonna play out over the months. If we see people getting sick from this, we see her getting sick from this because she picked up that thing. Like, wow. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll have another video out before you know it. Keep it locked, subscribe. I'm out.